once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Good Friday evening to all of our Southern Fried Podcast fans and all of our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. We got Mr. Robert Diamond, a.k.a. Dog Tag. He's up on the AT. He's giving us our check-in. How's it going, buddy?
Everything's going well. We day 6. We're at mile marker 28 roughly. Took a couple days in a hostel, but even while we were at the hostel, we came out and did some hiking in the snow and in the cold weather. But it was nice to get off trail for a couple days and be able to take a shower and get some laundry done. The wonderful hostel owner, he made us chicken and dumplings last night, which was really awesome.
Oh, wow.
Shoot, yeah. Another quite like when you're good and cold, having a big old plate of bowl of chicken and dumplings.
Oh, definitely.
You know that, Rob, there's both Robs, Dog Tag and Blevins here. There's good chicken and dumplings and there's bad chicken and dumplings. Some people can't make it, but somebody knows how to make it, man, they are worth their weight in gold. There's people that can't do it. I know it's simple. Some people screw it up.
Well, he surely didn't screw it up. There were 2 bowls I ate, so.
Yeah.
Of course, I probably would have eaten bad ones too, but the good one, it was definitely good. I told the hostel owner, I said, "Don't tell my wife, but you're pretty close to being as good as hers." So.
Oh, you just told her that too.
Yeah.
You gonna get yourself
I said he was close. I said he was close. Yeah, I didn't say he was quite there.
That's right, Rob. He said close.
Okay. Okay. You're cutting it close. You're living on the edge.
Yeah. I mean, it was rough. He was. We had gone out hiking in the morning, and we came back at lunchtime, and he come walking in, and he had these 3 rotisserie chickens, and we, when you had some hungry hikers there, we kept trying to figure a way how we could get one of those rotisserie chickens, because I think we would have skinned that thing to the bone. So we even tried to get. He had told us they had just opened up a new Publix grocery store in the area, and we could get them delivered to us for free, but we could never make it work. So we were kind of disappointed, but then when we got to eat the chickens and dumpling, it was well worth the wait.
Yeah. Wow.
Your friends caught up with you, right? The ones that were going to hike with you. Y'all are all together now, right?
Yeah, there's 3 of us together that are hiking right now. One of them is Raz. He has his own YouTube page. And then Bloomer. Both are Army guys. But it seems like everywhere we go, we're running into other vets. There's a Navy guy here tonight, another Army guy. The Army guy has his wife with him. And, I mean, it's just incredible the number of military people I'm meeting on the trail.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
When we were at the hostel last night, we met a couple others. One of the guys, he's going to send me some information so I can do a dog tag for his nephew. Who had committed suicide and had served in the Army. We're going to get his dog tag made, and I'll be carrying his.
Now, Miss Elizabeth wants to know if you're a little under the weather.
I've lost my voice. I have a little cold, and I think it drains down into the back of my throat, so I've lost my voice. One of the hikers on the trail that we met at the hostel, we call her Dr. Quinn from the old show, TV show.
Yeah.
It was either going to be Dr. Quinn or it was going to be medicine bag because she's carrying all these different medicines in her backpack. So she gave me some NyQuil last night, so it helped me sleep a little bit better, and she gave me some Mucinex to help me during the day. So I mean, hiking in the cold air just seems to help it a lot. But you know, just I think I got it from my sister when we were driving down here, and I don't think it's a result of what I'm hiking in.
Yeah. There's
So
a lot of people sick.
you see, you about to get in trouble again. Now you're saying your sister is a contagion.
Yeah, well, I texted her earlier today because she had asked me how I was doing, and I told her she gave me the cold. Of course, she apologized, but I wouldn't have done it any other way. It was nice to just have her down, and my two boys hiked Springer with me last week, so it's
Awesome.
all good. It's all good.
What time
I
are
don't
you
think she'll
getting to
hold it
sleep?
against.
Have you got your schedule set with sleep and everything for the trail yet? Or like when you're going to bed and getting up, is that kind of in a cycle now?
Well, it's usually as soon as the sun goes down, you get in your tent and you get warm and you go to bed. They call 9 o'clock hikers midnight. You're supposed to be quiet after anywhere close to 9 o'clock. So, they want you to be quiet. So, but with all the snoring that's going on around me, I'm surprised you don't hear it. So,
Are you sure that's
that's-
snoring and not bears?
um, no, I think it's snoring.
Okay.
I
You mean
feel
to
bad.
tell me that you hikers
I'm
are up
sorry.
there, y'all going to bed at 9 o'clock and nobody's messing with anybody? Oh my gosh. I guarantee you if I was there, there'd have been at least 5 or 6 sightings of Bigfoot. He'd be scratching
I
on the
think
skin.
everybody's just tired and they just want to get some good sleep. I usually
Yeah.
go try. Last night I took the NyQuil and I fell asleep around 7 o'clock, and I woke up at 5 this morning, ready to get everything packed up and ready to get on the trail. So tomorrow we go over Blood Mountain. They say it's one of the harder parts of the Georgia section of the trail. But it's just one step at a time. You'll eventually get
Yeah.
to the top of the mountain and go down the other side. I mean, it's harder for me going down the mountains than it is going up the mountains. So it's just I'm trying to be very careful about my knees and
Yeah.
protecting my knees. So
Amen.
there was a few
Now, when
times
you,
today with all. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I'm going to ask you a question, but
I
finish your thought
was going to
there.
say today, they had all the snow the last 2 days, and it started to warm up during the day today, and a lot of mud on the trail. And excuse the expression, but I almost busted my butt a few times. But
Yeah.
I managed to catch myself. So that's why I'm trying to go slow going down the mountains so that I make sure I don't step in some mud slick hole and end up on my butt. So,
Now, when you
but
cross over the state line from Georgia, will you be crossing into North Carolina or Tennessee first? Which one do you go through first?
North
I'm
Carolina,
I,
you go to North Carolina
okay.
first. And you hike in North Carolina for a few miles, well, several miles, and then you start bouncing back and forth between North Carolina and Tennessee for a while.
Okay.
Kind of runs the border right there.
Uh,
Awesome.
so you'd be like, take a step. I'm in North Carolina. Take a step back. I'm in Tennessee.
I'm sorry.
You'd be like taking a step forward and be going, I'm in North Carolina. Take a step back. Now I'm in Tennessee. Now I'm in North Carolina. Be like you're making a
No,
whole lot of traffic distance.
your voice is pixelating on my end, so I'm not hearing 100% what you're asking if you're
Oh,
asking me a question.
I'm not. I'm just making some comments. I'm being silly.
Hello, Jake. Good to see you, buddy.
There, is that any better?
Yes, much better.
Okay. We'll try it right there
Just
then.
just to let you know, I when I was at the hospital the other day, I shared our carrying the dog tags song, brought a few women to tears.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Yeah, they were pretty moved by it.
I know what it meant to me. So
Yeah.
I can just imagine, and someone that's more
Yeah,
connected to it than even me. Um, I just can't imagine, it's pretty powerful, pretty
yeah. I
powerful.
try to listen to it at least once a day. Just kind of helps kick me off and keep me motivated and
Absolutely.
focused on what I'm doing. And yesterday when we went what they call slack packing, you don't carry your whole pack, you just carry water and food, just their essentials. And that's where the hostel owners will drive you to a section of the trail, and then you can hike without your main gear. And of course, I was carrying my dog tags, and people were asking me, "Why would you want to carry that extra weight?" And I said, "It's because I made a promise to people that I would carry them the entire Appalachian Trail. So even though my main pack might be slacking, I'm still going to take them off the main pack and I'll put them on the day packs, and they'll make the whole trip with me."
There
Amen.
you go.
That's awesome. And we saw good news today. I don't know if you saw it, Dog Tag, but there was more great news about the Keeper movie. I saw that George Eshelman talked about that. There's a lot of energy around that. So with that story sort of catching, fire even more, now your story, it's a great time for all this to be going on, you
Absolutely.
know.
Yeah, I commented on George's post earlier on Facebook,
Mhm.
just letting him know I was on the trail, and he was a great inspiration to me, and he still is. I
Yeah.
mean, what he did was incredible, and you know, I just it was kind of today was had a highlight in my week because I actually went over 1%.
Yeah.
That
All
There you
right.
go.
I've hiked over 1% of the AT.
There you
So
99
go.
to go.
yeah,
99 to
yeah.
go.
One
You got to
one of
do
these
that
days
99 more times.
after you've completed the whole run and you recover some, we'll have to get you and George on the show at the same time. That would be a real thrill for us to have both of you on
Absolutely.
talking about those things.
Yeah,
That
I definitely want to go down and actually meet him in person one day. So maybe we can make that all happen.
would be
Yeah.
great.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
It'd be nice if the four of us could
yeah,
sit down in one place. We'll see if we can make that
hey,
happen, Dave.
we can make that happen. We got to make
Maybe we gotta
that
meet up
happen.
in Calhoun or something, or Dalton when everything gets said and
Wherever
done. But
if you can get George to be there, I'll make sure I'm there. So you know,
all
I'm
right,
just
we'll see what we
excited
can do.
to. I'm just excited to be out here and doing this. Um, I don't know if you saw I just recently posted on Facebook. Had a beautiful sunset here on the mountain, and
Uh,
today 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 I had a kind of unique experience. I went to church today.
Awesome.
They had
Yeah.
one of the
Where at?
rocks, one of the places we went across is called Preacher's Rock, and I think I mentioned to you, Dave, that one of the guys I'm walking with, the retired guy that's been was in the army for 24 years. He's now a preacher in Ohio, and his
Awesome.
congregation gave him a 6-month leave of absence. So we were up on Preacher's Mountain with the preacher.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I got to preach one time on a what was at one time a Civil War battlefield, two men in uniform. And that was one of the big highlights of my life was to be out there with all these different people from different backgrounds and to be out there, even though it's a recreation, there's something about being outdoors like that anyway. And with all these
oh,
different
yeah,
people in uniform and, I still have fond memories of that. And I got to actually got to preach on a state park battlefield one Sunday morning. That was a big thrill too. So,
that's cool.
we're human. There's the spiritual side, and I'm absolutely all in. But it's just personally, it's just very gratifying that you get these blessings to do stuff like that. And I'm sure for him that was amazing. That he's there and he's at that spot
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
well,
getting to do that. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's a
Hey,
place in Virginia called Priest Mountain or Priest Rock. And I guess at that shelter, there's a priest shelter. I guess people in the journals at that shelter, they confess their sins on top of Priest Mountain.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's still a
yeah.
ways away yet. That's still a ways away yet. But like I said, it was really nice to go to Priest Rock today, and
Yeah.
beautiful view from up there. Took a few
It is
pictures,
beautiful.
and
I just pulled that up.
yeah, it was just a beautiful day today to be able to do it.
Well, let me throw your card up here real quick. Let's see here. It's going. There it is. Uh, if anybody, you guys out there, all of our Southern Fried folks and all of our breadheads out there, hit that QR code right there if you would. It sponsor him, and he's asking for a penny a mile. That's $22, but he'll take whatever you want to do, and it's not for him. It is for raising awareness for veteran and first responder suicide. They're going to pick their nonprofits, and that's where all that money's going. He's sponsoring his own trip. He's paying for everything out of his pocket. He's asking for help on raising awareness. So, you guys, if y'all would, that the QR code's right there. Y'all sponsor him and help him out any way you can. And if you live
Yeah.
close to the Appalachian Trail, make sure you leave him some trail candy somewhere.
He's at $670, and surely we can get him over 700 tonight on this show. Come on, let's do it. We can do it. Let's help him out. It's for a
Yeah,
great cause. And $30, and we got enough people in here. I think we could do it.
let's put it
We're
back
gonna
up.
put that challenge out there. $30 gets him to 700, and surely we can do that during the front porch talking. So
Yes,
do it in name of somebody you know. You may know somebody that unfortunately was part of the 22 a day, or a first responder, or anybody like that that you want to honor. It could just be somebody you want to honor, and do it in their name, and it's for a good cause.
absolutely.
It just makes you feel good to do something like that. And you when you give, you get more back than you ever give. It's really a blessing to give.
And if you know any
Awesome.
names that you would like me to carry, I'm still open to adding more names to my carry. So
There you go.
I will be going home in March, and for my treatment, when I go home, I'm already doing 2 more additional dog tags when I go home. So anybody has any additional names that they want me to carry, I'm still open to carrying more.
Good deal. I'm going to make another donation. I'm going to submit you a name, and I'll get that to you.
I
Absolutely.
think you have my email address, and I'll
I
take
do.
like I said, I'd be honored to add any more onto my carry. So
Thank you,
people
brother.
definitely have started to ask a lot of questions about it, and you know,
Yeah.
and I'm
Well, good.
carrying some of my black dog tags that has my contact information on it, and been passing those out to a lot of people who are just out here for the day. Most of the through hikers don't want to add more weight to their pack, so they won't
Yeah.
take one of my dog tags. But when you meet people on the trail and they ask you your trail name, and then of course most people will ask you, "Can you explain me why you call it dog tag?" And then of course it leads into what I'm doing, and then I show them the back of my backpack, and you know they immediately want to, how can I support? And so then I hand them one of my dog tags and thank them for taking some of the weight off my back, and thank them for supporting the cause.
Yeah. When you go, well, in those
Yeah.
places that you do stop and go to a restaurant and they have a business card board or something, you could put a dog tag on there, you
Yeah.
know, or drop it in the bowl or
Absolutely.
whatever. That would be cool, you know. It'd get everybody's attention. It'd be like, what's that?
Whether
You know, that's cool. You're going to be leaving mementos, I mean, all the way up the trail. And that you're going to be touching a lot of lives. And
yeah,
that's pretty special.
Yeah.
well,
How's the family
I know
doing?
on my
How's your
Facebook.
son?
Um, well, I have one son in the hospital right now. They're still trying to get him
Oh,
fixed, and Yeah. So he's a quad. Well, he's not a quad. He's a paraplegic, and paraplegics are very prone to having bed sores and decubiti on their butt area, and
Mm-hmm.
he's had some tough days. So they put him in the
Bless his heart.
hospital, and so but the rest of the crew are doing good. So my
Amen.
youngest is. We had snow in Virginia the Wednesday, and he was most upset because nobody wanted to take him outside to play in the snow. So eventually, my sister did, and but that's where he and I would, I'd be the first to be the one to take him out, and if he wanted to go. So I'm sure that's one of the disadvantages of me being gone. But the rest of the
Oh
family
yeah.
seems to be stepping up.
Well, that's good. That's
I'm
good.
sorry, I'm
Awesome.
not trying to ignore you. I'm trying to donate real quick.
Amen to
I'm
that.
sorry. What did he
Well,
say he's trying to do?
he's making a donation, so he's not trying to ignore you.
Oh
That's
no, you're
awesome.
not ignoring me. Well,
So
like I
you're out
said,
of the hospital. So what now was you when did you leave the hospital? Was that today, this morning, or
we left there this
yesterday?
morning.
This
We
morning.
left
So
this morning.
what?
We stayed a day and a half in the hostel. Basically, we had what they call a Nero, which means you did some hiking, but you you still were off part of the day. So um, we haven't taken an actual zero where we don't hike any miles yet. It's
Yeah.
like tomorrow we're going to go into mountain crossings. We both have two of us have packages there to pick up and do some resupply. And then they have a $35 hostel there that we can stay in. And, and then we'll get up the next morning and head back out onto the trail.
So what was dinner tonight? Since you wasn't at the hostel, what was tonight's dinner?
Um, I had a Peak One, which is a brand of backpacking meal. I had a Peak One pork and rice. And it's more of a Mexican style pork and
Oh,
rice.
okay.
And
Sounds good.
surprisingly, it was very good. So,
Awesome.
uh,
All
so yeah.
right.
All right, we're up to 692. So eight more dollars. We'll get him to 700. We can do it.
I got you
If you're in
close.
Well,
if
I
you're in the
appreciate it.
chat, if you're in the chat, we'll put that back up in a minute. Go there and if you just give $1, we can do this.
There you go.
So
Yeah. I'll take whatever we can get.
absolutely,
Well, I got you a
absolutely.
penny a mile there, so y'all, come on. There's got to be at least one more out there that's willing to sponsor Dog Tag here for a penny a mile. Let's get him to 700. All we need is $4. Right? You say was it 96 or 97?
92. What 692?
692. So we need $8. Come on, somebody.
We can do it.
So we're gonna put you back up a couple more times throughout the show. Now, look, I know you're tired and you need to get some rest, and because you got a long day tomorrow, I know you're gonna be tired on these things, and I was
Well,
expecting that.
the only rough part is that the mountain comes first. That's the first part of the day. We leave here and it's all uphill for the first hour and a half. Um,
Wow.
but then it's downhill for the next hour and a half. So
Oh, there you
we're
go.
looking forward to it. I might go into town and hopefully, well, I don't know. Mountain Crossing, I don't think is a big town. It's just where the road goes through over the top of the mountain. But that's the one section of the trail that the AT walks through a building. So
Oh, wow.
that's a unique location.
Oh, I
So,
remember you
but it
talking
is.
about that.
I'm sorry.
I remember you talking about that, about going through the building.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's Mountain Crossings, and of course it has what they call the shoe tree. It's the location that has the highest number of people who quit the AT. Usually, when they get
Oh,
there, they've had enough. I think it's at the 32-mile mark, and
Wow.
they just realize they're ready to get off. So, um, it's a bucket list item for me to get there and just keep on moving.
There you
So
go.
once I get through Mountain Crossing, the next goal will be to get to the Georgia North Carolina border.
Yeah.
You
Awesome.
got this. You got this. You got plenty of people out here
Oh yeah,
supporting you. So
yeah. And I mean, other than the cold that I have and the raspy voice, I mean, I feel really good. My legs aren't bothering me, and the one of the guys I'm hiking with today helped me do some adjustments on my backpack. So it definitely rode a lot nicer on my back today than it had been days before. So that's where everybody out on the trail kind of helps everybody else out. It's that big family.
that's awesome.
Amen.
All right.
So
Well,
I
get
Wow.
you
thank
some
you
rest.
guys again for bringing me on and letting me have this opportunity to
Hey,
talk to you guys. And
No,
I
we
hope you
thank
glad.
you.
enjoy watching the
It's a,
journey go up
it's,
the trail.
yeah, it's a privilege and an honor, and we know you're tired. Thank you so much for doing it. I look forward to these, and this is going to be a fun journey. Thanks for allowing us to be a little part of it.
Yes.
I know
Uh,
it takes a lot to do this, and I appreciate it.
like I said, I try to get on Facebook and post my as quick as I can on my Facebook. The only thing is my videos on my YouTube take me a little bit longer to produce. So
Yeah.
when I get into town and I have more time to hook up with the internet, and they're easier to download from when I'm in towns.
Yeah.
And so I know I've posted I think through day 3 or 4 on my YouTube page. So I'm a couple days behind on my YouTube page, but my Facebook page I try to keep as current as I can. So I know I just put the pictures up of my walk today on my Facebook page, which you obviously saw. So
Yes.
Yes.
people are welcome to send me if they want to follow me on my Facebook. They can send me a friend request on Facebook as well.
All right.
Amen.
But thank you both for what you're doing and the support that you're giving me and all those in the Cornbread Nation. Um, I could have used some cornbread tonight with my pork and rice, but it's not one of those things that I carry. I did have some crackers and peanut butter with it, but it just wasn't the same as cornbread.
Well, I'll tell you what, at some point in time this weekend, in your honor, I will make a big old skillet of cornbread and I will make a video of me eating some. I'm hiking with you vicariously. You can eat cornbread through me vicariously.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you put honey on your cornbread?
No,
You don't put honey and butter on your cornbread?
I put butter on it.
Mm, lots of butter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, margarine. I can't use butter.
I like honey on mine.
Mm.
I know that
Well,
must
I'll tell
make
you
me a
what, just
northern.
for you, just because it's you, I'll put a little honey on it too.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, you guys take care. You be safe, and we'll check in maybe on Monday and let you know
All
you,
right.
where we're at Monday. We'll be
you got
further
it,
up the
brother.
trail.
You be
Yeah.
All right,
careful.
y'all take
We're
care.
we're
You
praying
be
for you.
safe.
You do the
All right,
same.
thank you, sir.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Later.
That's cool.
Does that
We're
make
really, well, yeah.
me?
I mean, what do you expect? Good grief.
Oh,
No, I look forward to those. That is so cool, to be a part of that.
and it's so neat
And
to be able to follow him as he's going. That's
yeah,
the awesome thing there.
you
Amazing.
know what we need? We need, Rob. We need to get a map, a blown up map of those areas he's in, and display that on the show. Hey, Lewis, welcome back. Glad you're doing okay, Jake, as well. We should when those places he mentions, we should do a sort of a far away view and a kind of a zoomed
Sure,
in view of that area. We could do that.
sure we
And he was at Blood Mountain, wasn't he? That's what he said, Blood Mountain.
yeah, Blood Mountain.
Or yeah, so we'll do that and we'll show that. Maybe we'll pull that up Monday and then show he'll be a little further from there. And, I mean, it's not like he's in a car going 75 miles an hour. So, few miles, but it ain't going to be like 300 miles, so
Right.
it's going to be pretty dang close. We could pull up that area north of that area and do it. Honey and butter are better on biscuits.
Absolutely. But you know what? For him, I'll put a little bit of honey on my cornbread. Just for him. I'll just slather it up. Take a big old bite.
Well, all right. Tonight we kind of joked around this morning. We were talking about Star Wars, and we just decided to have this conversation tonight about redneck Star Wars style. So the gravy's better.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. On a crumpled biscuit, yes.
No. Don't start that junk up again.
Start it. I ain't stopped, brother. And Jake, if you're listening, I'm going to work on the Discord and stuff this weekend. I pulled it up today, but I didn't get a chance to do it. I'm sort of getting caught back up with some stuff. I've got so much podcast stuff to do behind the scenes, which is good stuff. But I just work piled up after we had some trouble. New studio, but we're going. But yeah, okay. I called myself the Redneck Stormtrooper tonight. So we can look at this a lot of different ways. If the Empire, who would be the equivalent of some of the characters in Star Wars as a redneck? And
okay,
or they exemplify the attitude of a person who's redneck and just don't care. Because I think right now, my opinion, I say this with all due respect, Darth Vader is looking a whole lot like Donald Trump right now. He is just slaying these people. It's like the reporter. Now listen now, the reporter in the room where the governor, not the reporter, the governor, where he asked where have you seen that video where the main governor, he's the main governor here. Oh, and he looks at him and says, so you're not going to support that? And she's over there chomping her gums, and he says, well, we're going to do it. We are the law. We're the federal law. Because she said federal law. He goes, federal law? We are the federal law. And she says, I'll see you in court. He goes, I'll see you in court, and I'll win that. It was like he just grabbed her. Oh!
Force choke. All right. I've got to air this thing out here. Okay. There's no way that anybody on the Empire side is anything but a Democrat. The whole Imperial side is all liberals and Democrats. You don't agree with what we're doing? Force choke you. Oh, I find your lack of belief in what we're doing disturbing. Come on. You don't do what we want. We'll blow your planet up. Come on now.
Well, Darth Vader, a lot of people look at this different ways, Rob, and I've talked to a lot of people because of the way he started and then what he was and then what he became. Well, I'll ask you this. Who is more popular in Star Wars? Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker?
Let me put it this way.
You didn't answer my question.
Luke Skywalker was the most popular.
No, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I liked Vader better, don't get me wrong, before the prequels. Because after the prequels, we find out that both Vader and Luke, like father, like son.
Look in the chat.
Huh?
Look in the chat.
Okay, you got one for Vader.
You're going to lose this, bro. I'm telling you.
No.
People that follow Star Wars, they love Vader. I like
Vader. I like Vader better than Luke, but Luke was the more iconic hero. Just saying.
Luke was a flake.
Luke and Vader were both whiny botches. All right, I'll say it.
Luke kissed his sister, which would put him in the Redneck Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the rebels are rednecks, and the Empire are all liberal and Democrats.
I agree with you, but Vader is he rises above this. There's people like him on both sides.
Okay, we might can go along with that. This Boba Fett was definitely a redneck. I think we can all agree that Boba Fett was quite possibly one of the most redneckest ones of all.
No, his sister kissed him.
That's true. There you go. There you go. She did.
Well, semantics.
No. Oh, I bet they had an interesting talk after that family reunion. Good call there, William. And you know Yoda would drink a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Come on. He'd drink a PBR in a heartbeat. That's probably why he talked the way that he talked. PBR have we? Oh, we must drink that. We must.
Well, Jar Jar Blinks is definitely a Yankee. There's no doubt that dude is a liberal Yankee.
Who is Jar Jar Blinks?
Yeah, whatever you call him. Whatever he's called. I can't stand him. I say it wrong on purpose because I can't stand the character.
Well, that's Gavin Newsom from California. If he talked funny.
Well, you know what I meant.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What would redneck Jedis call their lightsaber?
I don't know.
I'm asking. I don't know. Hey, out there for everybody. What would a redneck Jedi call his lightsaber? Mr. Snappy? I don't know.
I thought you had an answer. I didn't know you were throwing that out there.
No, we're talking redneck Star Wars. We just got to throw it out there. Could you see the Millennium Falcon with the Confederate flag painted on the top, like the Dukes of Hazzard?
Well, you got to look at that like almost like the whiskey runners, from the South, Thunder Road, because they were hauling. I mean, let's face it, they were hauling some illegal cargo at times. They were going with the highest bidder. I mean,
Han Solo was too.
Han Solo was out for the money. So if somebody's going to pay him, he was a smuggler. He's going to outrun. He had the fastest. Well, when it worked, he had the fastest vehicle.
It made the Kessel Run and whatever.
Kid Rock is Han Solo. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I don't know if I go along with that. I might can. I might can see that.
Well, he straps a gun on his side. He's ready to fight.
Yeah. Okay. But you can't tell me that. Oh, dude. Oh, I have got to.
Chewbacca was definitely Southern. I mean, there's no doubt that he was Southern.
Oh, well, he was the Chupacabra. I mean, the Sasquatch. Oh, dude. This is awesome. No, that's not what I want.
Kashmir Han Solo.
Let me do it back over here. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm trying to do something here. I found something extraordinarily amazing that I need to put up on screen. And
extraordinarily amazing.
Yes. Everybody's going to love this. Is it Kashmir Han Solo? Or is Kashmir Han Solo? Oh.
I love it. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic when you look at it. I mean, the Empire is definitely evil. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But there are there's interesting things about the whole dynamic when you go back and read the whole story and you look at, you know, the politics of it. I mean, there's definitely, I mean, Star Wars for all that it is, it was a very political story. It's all politics.
With a mullet, dude. Dual wielding lightsabers with a mullet and the big mustache. And dude,
I like it.
they have it.
I love it.
You are. Oh.
Now
That's redneck stuff right there.
that shows up at the Redneck games. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I was looking to see if they had any more good ones on here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, oh my goodness. I got to go back to this one here. That's awesome, dude. That is just awesome.
Now, what was the main bar called again? I've went blank.
The
You know,
is it Moss,
Palpatine started it all.
is it Moss Isley?
Yeah.
Can't remember
Is
the
is
name of
is that a Yankee bar or a Redneck bar? That's all I'm asking. I'm asking everybody. What would you classify that bar as? Is that a Yankee bar or a Redneck?
it.
Because they like to
I could
they like to
definitely
fight in there.
I could definitely see that bar being in California, but I can also picture it in the Gulf Coast in the Panhandle of Florida.
Absolutely, I could too.
I can see it at either place. In the Panhandle of Florida is where all true rednecks come from. Uh, they have some tie to North Florida in the Panhandle there.
Hey, that dude you pulled up was that Steve at Half Pine Forge and his Star Wars get up?
Yeah, yeah, with the mullet.
I
Steve
just
does
thought
not
of it.
have a mullet, dude. Steve is too cool to have a mullet.
He's probably doing a live tonight. He's not paying attention to us, but I
That's
just
all right.
had to ask the question.
I understand. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, there's got to be. Uh, okay. Well, let me ask you this. I guarantee you there are two races on there. There are definitely rednecks, Ewoks and Jawas. Those
Why
are
why do you
definitely
why do you
rednecks.
why do you say the Ewoks? Explain yourself.
They're idiots. Did you see them driving the speeder bikes and they're flipping them over in the air and everything else, and they're coming up with all these redneck gadgets? George Soros is the Sith Lord.
He nails it. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I'll put that one up there. That's a. But I'm just saying, the Ewoks. I mean, they were cute, they were cuddly, they dressed like rednecks. Uh, they come up with all this stuff. They couldn't drive for crap. They hung out in the woods. Come on, dude. And they were drunk.
Well, there's a lot of drinking went on in the Star Wars story. I mean,
Yeah. And the Jawas were, heck, half their stuff was sitting on blocks. I'm
well,
just saying,
you know, the old Jabba. I mean, he kind of looks like he might have come out of Deep South.
who? Jabba the
The whole,
Hutt?
yeah,
Oh, no.
he
No.
looked like he's had a lot of fried chicken.
Dude, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Speaking of lightsabers and mullets,
He created Anakin and Rey.
I have to put this up there. Speaking of, let's see if that even comes up where you can see it. Joe Dirt with a lightsaber. You might be cool, but you are not Joe Dirt with a lightsaber cool. I'm just saying. There's one particular image that I know exists, and I can't find it, and I want it, and I want to share it with everybody.
Yoda's the winner so far. That image was killer.
Oh no, there's a better. Let's see if I can get this up there in such a way where people can see it, because it was amazing. I don't know. Maybe if I do this, there we go. I'll just do it this way. Y'all get ready. This is amazing.
It's amazing.
Luke Skywalker in a white wife beater and everything. Come on. Look at his trailer behind him. Look at all the liquor bottles there on the table. That's Luke Skywalker right there now. I'm telling you. What?
The problem is that Mark Hamill is such a dweeb, man. I mean, he's not beating anybody. He gets beat. He's such a whiner. I can't stand that guy. He's a liberal hack, man. I can't stand him.
Don't bring up their political views. We're talking about the characters. Okay?
Why can't I? There's no rules.
Yeah, because we're talking about Redneck Star Wars, and he fits the bill for Redneck Star Wars. Now you're going to start saying that he's a liberal, and we all know he's a liberal, but it's going to mess up the whole image that we have.
Well, we could call him a rhino. It's not messing up anything. We'll call him a rhino, but he's actually liberal. Well, Luke was whiny too. I mean, come on, he was a whiny dude.
Oh, he was.
He had moments that he did really good, but the dude was whiny. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, Vader was too, or Anakin was too. You know. Oh, I got a picture of you now. In honor of your redneck stormtrooper. There you go. The stormtrooper cowboy hat is killing me.
Is that Ted Nugent?
I believe so. I do believe so. Oh, here's you another good one. Come on. Star Redneck Rebels Wars. Look at Vader with the cowboy hat. I'm just saying. You know.
So if you lined up all the characters of Star Wars, you're not telling me that Vader does not win hands down of the fans of Star Wars. Vader is the ultimate winner. If you did a poll, who's your favorite character? Vader wins, man. I'm telling you. Yoda
Vader
would be right there.
Would win the favorite character.
Yeah, Yoda would be right there too.
Huh?
Yoda would be very high up the list too. Luke would be very far down the list.
But
Chewbacca's top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we got a note.
A note for what? That Vader doesn't win? All my friends that are Star Wars fans, every one of them love Vader. They love the guy. They'll argue with you about the whole light side, dark side, that he's, they explain all that away. They don't care for Luke, but they like Vader. They like Yoda a lot and Chewbacca. Han's is pretty up, and Leia's whiny too. I mean, come on.
But she had the metal bikini scene, and that won her a lot of fans. Oh, not a Vader fan.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, there. I said it would. I wouldn't say there wouldn't be votes against him. I just said he would win. Well,
Bubbles,
yeah.
I
Well,
said that earlier.
I've got one friend, and he absolutely that was his favorite character, without a doubt, without a doubt. But I, it would he would definitely be right there too.
I'm gonna
Those would be the five.
is
That's pretty good right there. I do like that. I was trying to think earlier who I would say is that. That's pretty daggone strong right there.
yeah, that's a pretty good pick right there. Hands down. That's
I was trying to think in my head who would be the character. Who would that be? You've nailed it. That's pretty cool.
And as far as Vader goes, I think the absolute most powerful Sith Lord was not Vader. I think it was Darth Maul. Darth Maul was a bad boy.
He was bad.
Now, the fact that Obi-Wan is the one that beat him kind of makes me sad a little bit. But can't have
Now
everything.
let's take it to another level. If you had Vader in a poll and the Mandalorian, who wins that?
Oh, dude, the Vader. Vader would kick the Mandalorians, but
Popularity. Mandalorian. Do you think?
the show for the Mandalorian, which was awesome, by the way, or are you talking about Boba Fett?
Just as characters. Mandalorian, the dude, the main guy, against Vader. If you put that in a poll, who wins that poll?
Oh, the Mandalorian would. I like the Mandalorian.
I think so. Maul was trained by Palpatine.
Yeah, Darth Maul was awesome. Mm. Uh,
Would not, and again, I'm not as deep in as some people, so if I ask a dumb question, that's okay.
you're okay.
But the guard for the Emperor, those in the red, aren't they like the baddest of the bad, the ones that guard him? Like they're really.
I think they're good and they're force trained, but they also have some special weaponry and armor. I think, if I remember my lore correctly. So, but what about Baby Yoda? We hadn't even brought Grogu up. Oh my gosh!
And he is greatly loved.
Huh?
He is greatly loved. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Uh, y'all, there is a cartoon series out there called Star Wars Rebels. And if y'all haven't seen this, dude, it is absolutely amazing. Because they had the Ahsoka series, it ties in with it. And my goodness, it is absolutely amazing. And I know it's a cartoon, but man, it is awesome.
Pull up a picture of Maul. Pull up a picture of him if you can.
We can definitely do that.
And then we'll pull up a picture of Vader. I just want to say something. So Maul first.
All right. Let's go to images.
Which one of the movies is your favorite?
That for me goes on multiple levels. All right. There is Darth Maul.
That's pretty intense looking right there.
Yes.
Is that more menacing than Darth Vader?
Let's see if we can find us a good image of Vader here. I got to find a good one. There we go.
I mean, they're both pretty menacing.
I would say Maul was more menacing. looking, but Vader was actually more menacing. But Maul
I
looked more menacing.
I could go with that.
Now, as far as rednecks go, which one of these two would be more rednecky? Maul was way more redneck than Vader.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he had a
That's
dirt
true.
bike and everything. Vader never lowered himself to getting on no dirt bike. Maul did.
I
You know,
can't get past I can't get past the George Soros comment. Oh,
I'm just saying. Uh,
what did you see which did you see the first movie they put out as a kid, or did you see one of the later ones then catch up and see?
I saw it as a kid.
Okay,
Uh, uh, I saw three of them before I graduated high school. Now, to me, I do like some of the movies that came out afterwards. I did not care. This is what I'm getting at with Maul. On my favorite movie out of all the Star Wars, uh, see, for me, it breaks down to like which ones had the best fight scenes, and for that,
yeah,
Phantom Menace, hands down. The fight scene between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul was awesome. I don't think there's been a better fight scene in Star Wars with lightsabers than that one. That was totally awesome. All right. As far as actual movie goes, Empire Strikes Back, I
yeah,
think is hands down. Uh, I did not care for any of the prequels. I did like the fact that Samuel L. Jackson was in it. I did like the fact that uh, the lady that played what's her name? She played Anakin's girlfriend. She's played Thor's girlfriend. She's played. I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? Y'all know who she is, but I like the fact that she was in that. Um, I like the fact that it told a lot of the history, but what I didn't like was the fact that they took one of the most iconic villains ever and turned him into a whiny little girl. I did not like that. Anakin was a whiny little girl. Face it. Mm.
well,
Uh,
Tar Man, I liked both.
yeah.
I was a fan of both. Still am. I mean, Spock is ultra cool, but yeah,
You geek. Did you just say ultra cool?
ultra cool. I can say that.
Live long and prosper.
Do you know? Do you know where he got that?
What? This?
What you just did? Yeah.
No.
If you know anything about Leonard Nimoy, you know he, of course, he's passed, was Jewish, and that is the letter Sheen. And if you look at that letter, that's how he got that. He incorporated a Hebrew letter into Star Trek.
Okay.
I know this is fact. I've studied, a lot about Jewish background history and Jewish
Yeah.
entertainers, their backgrounds, and I've been a fan of his, so I have listened to him a lot, and he's talked about that. I think he might have even done some artwork off of that, but that's where that came from.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. I
Knights
did.
of Ren says the Return of the Jedi was best.
It was a good story, and it brought the first trilogy to a conclusion. The Ewoks were awesome, but I still think, as far as the storytelling, the story that was told, um, it was Empire Strikes Back for me. I mean, it was just you've got all this toss up. You first introduced Yoda. Natalie Portman played Padme. Thank you.
Yeah, Natalie Portman.
Uh, and Natalie Portman is an awesome actress. Don't get me wrong. You know, But and there was really some truly iconic characters that came out in the prequels. But I did not like the fact that, Vader was just a whiny little girl. Anakin was. Now he became darker as he became Vader and slipped into the dark side. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he did wipe out all the Padawans at the Jedi Temple and stuff like that. But
Hey,
he
Knights,
did it all for love.
Hey, Knights of Ren, do you want to come up? We'll send you a link. I think we talked about that this morning. I forgot. If you'd like to come up and talk Star Wars on screen with us, just send us an email to our email, which is not up there right now, but you're welcome to come up. He's even got the logo there on his thing. But if you don't want to, that's cool. I just want to make the offer. We've never talked to you.
We got to put our
But
thing up there.
yeah, we failed our scroll. The Elder Scrolls.
Yes. Where is Front Porch Talking?
It's near the top.
There it is. There you go.
But if you'd like to come up, just send us an email to the
Anybody
Southern Fried
wants to pop in
Podcast.
tonight, y'all just go ahead and send a link.
Yeah, we're just talking about whatever, talking Star Wars, having fun. If you'd like to come up, come up. We got an hour left. We're going to take a quick break because we got to have some more coffee, Rob.
Yes, I thought it was 2 coffee night, but it's a 3 coffee night.
So let's take a quick break. And
anybody that wants to come up, y'all shoot us a email send us a thing there to our email.
All we ask is you don't use really bad language or something, because we keep it family friendly.
We try.
We obviously are not perfect on that.
I'm the perfect.
But we're not going to get on to you if you let a little word slip. But let's keep the bad ones away. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
But come up, man. Let's have fun. Have fun. Hey, we'll be right back. Hey, folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby Energy Drinks. I've been drinking some of them on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Pond Blom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some Dubby today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of Dubby Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Join the Southern Fried Podcast each Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Sunday Morning in the Word. That would be the Word of God, of course. Maybe you're getting ready to go to church, or maybe you can't go to church. Maybe you're homebound or not able to go, not feeling well. Well, we hope to give you a little church before you go to church. And extra church is not going to hurt any of us. So join us each Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and we'll dive into the Word of God and have a few thoughts that'll get you started in your day. I hope you will read your Bible each and every day and pull out your Bibles on Sunday morning and follow along. And we'll just have a good time in the Lord Jesus together. So join David Cordell every Sunday morning at 8 o'clock for Sunday Morning in the Word with the Southern Fried Podcast. God bless. Hey, this is Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. Recently, me and Rob were able to go to Fresh Press Farms and do an interview, which we posted on all of our streams. We love these folks. They're amazing. And we are also customers of theirs. I've recently ordered my olive oil that we use in cooking to our home. We love that they're Georgia-based. We love that they're the only olive producer in the state of Georgia. And we love that they're making jobs here for Georgians in South Georgia. We want you to become a part of their family and use their products. They are the makers of homegrown cold-pressed cooking oils. Crafting oil like this means that they capture the best of the olive and the sunflower because they make that oil too. And they have other products that they have out there. It's an amazing company. They like to say freshness is never a question with Fresh Press Farms. They believe that what we put into our bodies should be minimally processed and actually improve our health and taste like the source. Locally produced and vertically integrated, they proudly grow, harvest, cold press, bottle, and distribute their oils in Georgia to ensure top-notch quality and a quick trip from grove to pantry. Please go online and look up their website and order you some too. Support small business, support Georgia business, and we would appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. All right, we're back. We're back. Stormtrooper in the house. But if you'd like to come up, send us your email. We'll be glad to do that. Rob will be back in a minute. He's late. I'm calling him out. The Empire's looking for you, bub.
You can't shoot straight with that thing on. You can't see nothing out of it. You know you can't see nothing. Oh,
I can see.
You can't see.
I can see.
I don't.
You're just as ugly as ever. Just kidding.
I'm
Clickbait.
the clickbait. Yeah. You can't call the clickbait ugly.
Now I know why stormtroopers were not happy though half the time.
They couldn't see now that thing. They can't.
No, they couldn't. They couldn't drink their coffee. I'm sorry to hear that. He said he's going to have his Boba Fett helmet on in a few. He had a pop bust. That's a sucky day when that happens. A pop bust. Is. Wow.
It is a horrible, rotten, no good day, is what that is.
Michael had a crush on Uhura.
Oh.
What was that? Michelle Nichols? Was that her name? Real life?
Nichols. I think it was Michelle Nichols.
Michelle. Or Nichelle.
I don't remember.
I don't either. It was a groundbreaking part for her.
It was.
As an African American. And they also, you remember the episode, Captain Kirk and her kiss. In that one scene where they're being forced to dance together and everything. And that was think about that was about 1968 or 9, right?
I think so. But you have also, she actually talked to Dr. Martin Luther King before she took that role. And I don't think she was going to take it at first. And he told her it would be a good thing to do. So let me see if I can.
I do remember that. She has a fascinating story. She really does.
Let's see if it yeah. Let's see, because she was going to leave, but he convinced her to stay on because of the cultural significance of the show in shaping the future. And let's see if I can pull that up. I don't want to. the shaping of the future and saw the character of Uhura as a symbol of dignity. She realized the importance of Star Trek and the power she had to change the world after King explained that the show portrayed Black Americans as intelligent, quality, and beautiful people who could excel in various roles. So that's pretty cool stuff right there.
It's very cool,
and it was awesome, and I'm really glad that she stayed on with it.
and they made her character very loyal, very cool, very tough. She was very very smart, very intelligent. They didn't shortchange that character whatsoever. It was awesome.
And in one of the movies, I think it was Wrath of Khan, where she was dancing up on the sand dune or something.
Yeah.
And that was sexy, dude. I'm gonna throw it out there.
All right, easy now, easy.
It was sexy. Let's see. Let me see if I can find an image of that, because that was hot, dude. And I'm not trying to be nothing there. That was
Oh.
What are you laughing at?
Oh. Well, Michael said he had a crush on it.
Let's see if we can find one there. All right. See if we can find a bigger one. Maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and share this one. It's not the best one, but hey, it works. Share screen. Nah, you can't really see in that one. Let's go. Let me see if I can find a better image there, because it was done in the shadows there. It was intentionally dark, so you couldn't really see. It left a lot to it was a lot of imagery there. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best we're going to get. But there was another hot picture of her in here. Let me find it. This one. Let me and I'm sorry, but this was hot too, and I don't know why.
Yes, Knots of Ren, we are.
This one. Why is that so hot? That is a hot picture. She really was a beautiful woman, but then when she's got her little phaser out there, that's awesome, dude. Sorry, I had to put it out there. But okay, I'm done. All right, but that's Star Trek. We're not talking redneck Star Trek. We'll save that for the next show. We're talking redneck Star Wars. Okay, and in Jabba's palace, there was an alien race known as the Gamorrean pigs. They were definitely rednecks. Not because they were pigs, but because of number one, the way they dressed. Number two, the they were drinking some natty lights. All right. You just know, Jabba was like, swap the pigs, and here comes the natty lights. I'm just saying.
Well, and where do the the R2D2 and all them fit into this as far as redneck? Just send that to Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. It's on the screen, or it will be.
I'm just saying, R2D2 was definitely a redneck. That's the reason why he spoke in beeps.
There's the email right there, Knights of Ren, right there. Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com.
Well, yeah, that was Luke and Leia, and they kissed. Well, Leia kissed Luke, and I think Luke and Han Solo were cousins, kissing cousins. Well, him and Leia were.
You got it, man.
We got it. All right, let me pull it up here. Ba-boom. Let me reset.
So we got a Boba helmet coming on. Yeah.
R2D2 was made out of a keg. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why he spoke in beeps is because it wasn't because he was actually speaking in beeps. It was because of they were beeping out his language. Even in the movies, they had to censor him.
Well, what along that line, what's the more recognizable sound out of Star Wars? R2D2 or Darth Vader's breath?
Darth Vader's breath. I'm sorry. There was nothing more iconic out of all those than Darth Vader breathing. The whole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You just don't get past that, and then you got James Earl Jones's voice in there too. It's
Luke, I am your father.
I am your father. And I cannot do justice.
Ain't that like a Jerry Springer show?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, think about it. It is redneck.
It is redneck. It is redneck. Michael said, I thought he was inbred and couldn't speak right. Well, Obi-Wan thought he was his brother. Just saying.
Oh. Is Obi-Wan in certain ways maybe the coolest character? Because he covers a lot of ground. I mean, a lot of.
Yeah, I could go along with that. Because, he was in all three of the prequels. He was, in some shape or form in all three of the originals.
Yeah.
But I really wish the fight scene between him and Vader had not been so lame. And it might have gotten better if Obi-Wan hadn't, said, strike me down, Vader. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than, but no. I think that Obi-Wan should have just went ahead and kicked his butt. So now I'm looking for email and I'm not finding one yet.
He said, give him a minute.
Okay.
He said, give him a minute. It's coming.
All right. So, all right. Liam Neeson playing Qui-Gon was flipping awesome too. All right. He did good with that role. And he kind of took the lead. He kind of stole the first movie. I think Liam Neeson, they should have called it Neeson Wars on The Phantom Menace. I'll say that. He had the whole look and everything was just awesome with that.
Who was more intimidating from if you were flying, let's say, a TIE fighter or the rebel ship, and you look back and Darth Vader is behind you, or you were on a NASCAR track and Dale Earnhardt was behind you? What's more intimidating?
Well, they called Earnhardt the Intimidator.
I know.
But I think Vader.
Well, Vader could blow you out of the sky. He had weapons.
Yeah.
I know, he could put you off the track. I mean, he was intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could put you off the track, but when you begin your attack run for the finish line, you don't want Vader behind you. Because then you'll have your crew chief will be like on there going, stay on target. Stay on target. And next thing you know, you're done.
Why did all the rebel pilots seem like they were a little redneck too? I mean, they were kind of fat, some of them, and they weren't they a little backward? Honestly.
Oh my gosh. That was, I'm telling you, the X-Wing pilots could have all driven for NASCAR. Every stinking one of them. Cram some fat guy into the Bud Light
It's true. It's
the Bud
true,
Light
man.
Passchendaele Viagra Vagisil number 58 car. I'm just saying. What is up with that? Why do they have to have so many sponsors on the car? Well, today I was, I could just see the X-Wing fighter pilots up there going, well, on today's run on the Death Star, I was flying the Home Depot, Kroger, Viagra,
STP.
Depends, number 42 Chevrolet Toyota Ford X-Wing.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Quaker State Motor Oil, one fine motor oil, and it was flying a little tight in the flaps and loose in the rudders, but I got her straightened out finally. The pit crew did a heck of a job. Oh, hats off to the pit crew.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, I just like Obi-Wan because he, early on in the movie, he's telling, he does the whole wave, you're going to let us go through.
Yeah.
You're not going to ask questions. The use of the Force was pretty cool.
There you go, Nitzarian. It is sent to you. But yeah, these are not the droids you're looking for. And I did like it later on when Obi-Wan, it was in the second prequel. I can't remember the name of it now. When the guy, and he's in a bar there again, and the guy goes, you want to buy a death stick? And he's like, I do not want to buy a death stick. You don't want to sell death stick. You want to go and do better things with your life, That was pretty cool. But the one time when Anakin wasn't whiny was toward the beginning of that movie. And he very forcefully, and this really stuck out in my head when he told everybody, just Jedi business, get out of the way.
Yeah.
That was pretty iconic as well. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So that was like a precursor for Vader, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
And when Obi-Wan's trying to find out where that bullet came from, the Camino dart or whatever, and he goes to that diner that looks like a Denny's or something from back in the 50s. And that guy that was the cook that he was getting the information from, oh my gosh, that was a lunchroom lady. I'm telling you, dude, she served food in my high school. I don't know where they found her from. And everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. If you've seen that movie at all. Even right down to the butt scratch, it was a lunchroom lady. Oh.
I love it.
Vader was suffering from black lung from the coal mine. Oh no. He got his black lung lung from a lava flow. Wasn't that? But let me ask you this: wasn't that pretty dark of Obi-Wan though? I mean, he cut off Vader's arm and 2 of his legs and left him there to burn. I mean, the Vader. I said, no, he wasn't even Vader then. He said, the Anakin, the Anakin, the Anakin's on fire. We don't need no water. Let the Dark Lord burn.
That's what President Trump is doing to Zelensky right now. You're on your own, bub.
Oh,
get out.
Oh my goodness. He's like, let me get you a box for you to stand on so you can see what's fixing to happen to you.
Yeah, baby, MAGA.
Trump's like, hey, you need to rise to the occasion.
Oh,
that was a good one.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for Putin to pull up in the van and go, hey, little boy, I got a piece of candy for you. And he's like, oh, goody.
Alex Jones believes that secretly, I've said this too, that they have told Zelensky, you need to get out. And that if he doesn't, his own people are going to take him out within 90 days. Because he says that he tells them on one side, he'll say, we can work a deal. Then when they go to try to work the deal, he's like, oh, that ain't what I said. That's not what I said. I'm not going to do that. So he's all over the place right now. And they said, according to Alex Jones, he's got a mansion in Miami, an estimated $5 billion stored away. So that they're pretty much telling this dude, you need to leave, or you're, sanctuary somewhere, but you need to get out. That's what he said. I'm just repeating what he said.
He's got $5 billion stored up in Miami.
Well, somewhere
where the money's going.
He's got a mansion in Miami. He's got $5 billion stored somewhere. Don't know where that's at.
Wow. Not to friend, I sent that again. Maybe I messed up the first time. But yeah, I mean, why are they wanting us to send more money to them? Why do we have to send more money to them? He lost the money that we sent, and our money's not guaranteed. That's why they keep coming back to us. They're not guaranteed.
I agree.
And then they went over there and tried to make a deal on some of the mineral rights. I'm not trying to take them all, but trying, hey, pay us back in these minerals and stuff like that. Oh no, we can't do that. Nah. You just send us money. Keep sending us money for us to just loot and not even use. Just keep sending it to us. No.
Uh-oh. Here we go now.
All right. I'm fixing to bring him up. Get ready. There he is.
Yeah.
Put him over here in the middle.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm probably gonna have to take this helmet off, man. It gets too hot, man.
Oh, I understand.
But I like the way it looks.
My favorite character of yours gets pretty hot too. And
that is Natalie Portman, Padme?
No, I was talking about my favorite character that you've been talking about and that needs to quit eating the mushrooms.
Oh, Jack, huh?
Jack gets pretty hot too.
yeah, okay.
That is an awesome Boba Fett though.
Yeah, that's my Boba Fett helmet. Let me I'm gonna get my hat real quick or figure out where the heck. Don't be looking at my beer cans on my desk though, okay?
Okay. I'll drop you down for a second if you want.
Huh?
I can drop you down while you do that if you want.
That's fine.
Okay. Are you bald on screen?
Well, no, hey man, I'm going bald on top too, but I got long hair, Come on now.
That's the only place I could grow it's in the back. So
Well, I can grow it on the sides and the back. So this is like I got this 10-finger forehead. You know.
yeah, I understand, dude.
Yeah, man. We'll drop you down so you can do that. Let him get settled.
Oh, wait a
Pretty
minute.
cool, man.
Dude, I got the scene when you drop down, kind of look a little bit like a Klingon.
Oh man.
What? Well, the Klingons were bald on top and had that long, luxurious hair in the back.
Well, that's true. Are you saying that's what Steve's going to look like in the future?
Yes.
Half Pond Forge?
Yeah. He's going to look like
awesome.
a Klingon.
Awesome.
Yeah. And see, like I have the same hairdo, but my hair is a little further down. I have long, luxurious hair too, but it's all on my back.
I got to drink my coffee. I couldn't drink my coffee.
I understand. I understand.
With a straw, I could have.
Yeah.
With a straw. Very nice. Very nice. I like his background. I like his background there too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think he likes brought it back up too quick. Just in time for that word. That's a word I have said before, though. Don't worry about it. All right, here we come back. You ready? I'm going to try to bring him back up. All right, we've got
Okay, I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I promise you. You ain't said nothing that I ain't said.
So is it gonna be a problem if I drink a beer on your podcast?
We would probably prefer that you didn't. Here, let me drop it down and get you a big old swig.
or put it in a cup. We don't know what's in a cup.
Yeah. Oh, he don't want to put it in a cup, probably. There you go.
So how you doing, Knights? How you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right, man. How y'all doing, man?
We're good. Great. I hate that you had a busted water pipe, man. That's like the worst thing.
No, let me tell you, man. I was so scared because I actually live in an apartment, so because I live by myself, and I mean I woke up. I usually wake up about 2 PM, and I woke up and my whole freaking living room is flooded, and I've got like $4,000 worth of computer equipment in here, and I'm like, dude, y'all got to get over here and do something real quick.
No doubt.
Wow.
I didn't change that background. It's kind of messing up in it.
It's all right.
Here, I'll change anyway.
We've been that's why I quit doing the CGI stuff because it kept messing up on my end. So,
well, I use the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi kind of messes it up a little bit. So
yeah.
Howdy, Miss Jennifer. How are you tonight?
Well, I don't hardwire my stuff. I don't have my stuff hardwired right now. So
well, I hardwire everything that I possibly can right down to my mouse. It just seems to run better.
Well, I have a problem with spilling beer all over my stuff. So you know, that's my problem.
So tell us about your love of Star Wars. Tell us, give us your story about that.
What do you want to know? I just started. I don't know. The first Star Wars that ever came out. It was like, what was it? I can't remember the first one.
77, right?
Back in the 70s.
Yeah, 77.
Yeah. I went and got to see that at the movies, and I was like, man, this is bad. This is awesome. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cuss because I'm used to going on panels that I can cuss on. You know.
You're fine.
You're all right, bro. We appreciate you coming up. We like meeting you, man.
Yeah. I was the first one that came out.
Yeah.
Episode. What? Do what now?
Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. That was the original one that came out.
Yeah. But there was, if you ever watched like the other stories on Disney Channel. What was it? It
Star
shows
Wars
how the
Rebels?
New Hope even started.
Yeah. Star Wars Rebels was one of those that came out before New Hope. And it was
Uh, You remember? There was another one with Jyn Erso in it.
Jyn Erso.
I can't remember.
Ahsoka.
Remember the name of it.
Was it Ahsoka?
Huh? No, Ahsoka was halfway.
Yeah, that was after.
That was like after the Mandalorian. Also,
Yes.
that was during the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I went to the movies and saw that.
What? Is it all right if I smoke a cigarette on here?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, brother.
You're
All
fine.
right.
Go ahead.
But yeah, there's a lot of those Disney cartoons and stuff, and even the live action that they have out that are absolutely amazing. And I still think that other than the first 3 Star Wars movies, the cartoon for Star Wars Rebels would rank number 4. After the first 3 original Star Wars movies, it ranks number 4 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, they had the Bad. Did you ever see the Bad Batch?
Yes. Yes, I like Bad Batch too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, those were 2 awesome shows.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to like Star Wars Rebels till I started watching it, and I got hooked on it. Now I've watched it like 2 or 3 times.
Hello, Barry. How you doing tonight, brother?
The problem. See, now I mean, I love the Mandalorian. I love the Mandalorian. I don't know if they came up with a new series or not because I don't have Disney anymore, Disney Plus anymore. So,
well, I think they're actually going to do one about Grogu next, which will be awesome. He'll be in that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Barry says I like Bad Batch. I watched Flow to a new independent animated film. Yes.
Well, you know,
you can't hear my other computer going in the background, can you?
I think you're all right.
I think yeah, he's good. You know, a lot of people, and I'm talking long-term Star Wars fans. I mean, people in their, in their 60s have told me that they quit watching it because of the changes that have occurred. They're ticked off.
Kathleen Kennedy kind of ruined it for everybody, I think.
Yeah,
she took over the whole deal because I think George Lucas sold part of it to Disney, and Kathleen Kennedy kind of took over. So,
I did not know this. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, because they're going so woke with a lot of stuff. And I'll be honest, the only reason why I did subscribe to Disney Plus, I'm not right now because I'm waiting for a bunch of new shows to come out before I resubscribe to it. But the only reason why I ever subscribed to Disney Plus is to watch the Star Wars movies and series.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I ever do. And that's all I watch on there. I don't know.
Hey, do you have Netflix?
No, I've got Prime.
Oh, if you ever get Netflix and watch Stranger Things. That's a pretty good show too.
I have watched Stranger Things now.
Yeah, Stranger Things is awesome, man.
There's a lot of people I know fans of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Stranger Things, man.
Isn't that filmed in Georgia?
Yes, yeah.
Down around Jackson, Georgia, maybe? Somewhere.
I think I don't know. I'm not real sure, but I know it's filmed up there.
Mr. Sherbert, you send me an email to our email there on the bottom it's Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. I'll send you a link. We talking redneck Star Wars tonight. Who was the most redneck of all the Star Wars characters?
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett.
Yeah, that was Boba Fett's dad. Man.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really his dad. It was
a clone.
Boba Fett was a clone.
Right.
If you watch Clone Wars, he was a clone. He wasn't really Mandalorian.
You don't have to have a camera.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You don't have to have a camera, Mr. Sherbert, but if you're welcome.
As long as we can hear you.
Yeah. No F-bombs, okay? Just kind of watch the language a little bit.
Hey, y'all want to see my little Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Sure.
Here, hold on a second. Where's she at? Come here. Come here. Where you at? I don't know where she went. Oh, she ran off on me. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Let me find her. Come here.
That's what Chihuahuas do. They come and bark a lot, then they run off.
Oh no, she's a pretty little dog, man. She's a pretty little dog, man.
We
Let me
got
do this.
one. We did a rescue.
There
Oh,
she is, right there.
very
Oh.
cute.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my little Chihuahua. She's full of rotten.
Yeah, they are, and they're good watchdogs.
Let me tell you, every time somebody knocks on the door, boy, she's barking like, oh my God, like she's gonna bite off somebody's freaking ankles.
Ours is a rescue, and she don't like men because I guess a man abused her and her siblings. So she even barks at me.
Well, she's a rescue too. I have my stepmom. Her friend has cancer, and my mom's friend's sister, she couldn't take care of this Chihuahua, so I ended up taking her. And I took on 2 other cats, but I'm not bringing the cats out here. They're brats. They're brats.
all right. You've got a link on the way there, Mr. Sherbert.
So
Now, I did say that one night I'd like to fill up our chat on here, but here we go.
The Tuscan Raiders.
Yes, they were definitely rednecks.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they were more redneck than Jawas, though.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
No, I think the Jawas were more redneck than they were. Hell, everything they had was on blocks. The only thing they had going was a sand crawler.
Were they from Alabama, the Tuscan Raiders?
Hello,
Hello,
hey, Mr. Sherbert, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Well, good.
We are glad to have you here. Thanks for being on the Southern Pride podcast.
I'm actually genuinely kind of excited to be on here.
Well, we're glad. We're glad to have you here.
So tell us, who was the most redneck character for you in Star Wars?
In Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
No, the most redneck gotta be Greedo, man. Gotta be Greedo.
Nah.
Well, he's green, so it'd be pretty hard for him to be a redneck.
That's a good point.
Man.
Though,
He
to
just-
be fair,
he's
he
just an
was
alien.
pretty
He's
red
just an
after what
alien.
Han did to him.
Oh yeah. Han shoots first, man. Han shoots
So
first.
I guess he is a redneck now that I think about it.
Well, what's red? What's green and black and red all over? Greedo after Han Solo gets done.
He got Southern fried.
No doubt.
Right. Quick. So could that be the term from now on? Like when the Sith Lords or whatever start doing the Force lightning, can we just refer to that as being Southern pride?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, but Palpatine did that. That Force lightning was from Palpatine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who else did Force light? What did
Ray did it. Ray did it because she's like an offspring from Palpatine.
But what didn't Count Dooku do that as well?
Oh, Count Dooku, yes, he did. He was a Jedi, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So he actually did the Force lightning as well. That's because he did it to him there in the big fight scene where he took on
with Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So where do you think Jawas rank in this as far as being rednecks?
Jawas are the little ones?
Yes. Remember in the first one that they had the big sand crawler?
They were kind of miniature freaking Palpatines. They had the little hat on and the cloak on and everything. And
yeah, but they had those little beady red eyes, like bloodshot eyes when you wake up hungover.
I'd say it varies.
Oh, dude. I was thinking about this. Did you see? Because inside the sandcrawler, everything's all busted up and in pieces, and they're scrapping it all together. And like I said,
It's just like a redneck's house.
It's true.
Everything's broken.
Yeah,
A smoke alarm is going off somewhere. I don't even know where.
yeah, and you got these little guys that, they got to be drunk, because they got little red eyes or they're stoned or something. They got the little
It's
red
both.
eyes.
All of the above.
Yeah,
Yeah, they usually sit up with me all night and drink all day. So drink all night. That's why their eyes are so red.
They got nothing else to do.
yeah, and they all look alike, so their family tree goes straight up and down.
Yep, and they can afford it too. They make so much money off of those robot parts.
Yeah, I mean they got to be from Alabama.
Exactly.
Scrap it, baby.
It all connects.
And Ewoks are rednecks.
Ewoks, oh my God.
They're the tree hugging rednecks.
Oh.
Yeah, but they
had
some cool tree hugs, man. They had some cool tree hugs.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You can't tell me them Ewoks weren't at least stoned. There was something in those woods because they were getting way too happy about all the wrong things.
Well, it's kind of like Jack over there, getting high off them shrooms, man.
I'm sure they had something.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. They had
probably mightier than the Force. Just guessing.
No, I'm guessing you're right.
It's not like I know.
Well, the ship. I was always breaking down right at the worst time. I mean, that's just like somebody in the South driving around. The cars are duct taped together. I mean, it would eventually, go. But I mean,
see, I wouldn't know. I'm northern.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me go ahead and tell you down here. If it runs, it goes. You get a tag and everything. All it's got to do is be running. Welcome to the South. But Han Solo and Chewbacca were absolutely rednecks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Canonically, they've showered together.
I believe it.
They did. They did.
Sure.
Yeah, because have you seen that young Han Solo movie or show on Disney Plus? It shows it. It shows it when he saved. Actually, after he saved.
They show everything too.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't show everything on Chewbacca because it'd be covered up with hair.
It was. It was impressive too. I'm sorry.
I never thought about that. He was the only Star Wars character that didn't wear pants.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Chewbacca never wore pants.
No.
No, he just wore hair.
It's the outfit of a true warrior.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Han Solo and Chewbacca. Apparently.
It's like how in some depictions of Beowulf, he gets naked when he fights the monster.
In the actual story, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a true warrior.
Yeah. Yeah. He come out sword swinging. I mean, come on.
He has two swords.
It was like something off of Spaceballs. Oh, your Schwartz is almost as big as mine.
Schwartz is strong with this one. Your Schwartz has grown since the last time I saw you.
Are you excited?
Doesn't usually get this twisted.
What
does he say? Because they get twisted up like a silly straw.
Yeah, they get all wrapped up together. Nobody wants to fight. You're absolutely right, Steve. If you get naked before somebody hits you, the fight's over. The fight is over because nobody wants to hit a naked guy. Yeah, let's bring this up. Let's bring up the Gungans on Naboo.
No comment.
I'm not going to really comment on that either because I'm pretty sure they were all stoned just because of the way they talk. But I don't see them drinking no PBR or nothing like that. I think Jar Jar Binks and the rest of the Gungans, I think their heads will be mounted on Redneck's walls behind them. Like hanging over the fireplace and stuff.
I wouldn't even give them that honor. They don't deserve it.
Steve Mesa thinks that you are wrong.
Oh, that's pretty good right there.
There has never been a more despised character in Star Wars than Jar Jar Binks.
True. He
No.
actually took Luke's place. I mean, because Luke was most despised, I think, and then he took the spot.
I don't understand.
Well, you know,
All my
Luke,
all my friends hated Luke. They couldn't stand him.
I'm gonna say it again. You know,
Skywalker?
yes,
You couldn't stand
Yeah.
him.
What was wrong
Yeah.
with him?
because Luke and Vader, father like son,
Uh-huh.
they were whiny botches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like you said, like father, like son. I mean, you know,
yeah. I mean,
you
look,
grow up like that. So what do you expect?
that's why I hated the prequels. You know, Vader was one of the most iconic villains of all time. The whole and all
Oh,
of
you're
this
talking
other
about the
stuff.
prequels. I was so confused.
But you know, then they went back and did the prequels, and Anakin's like, "But I can't lose Padme. Oh my mother! Oh, what are y'all doing?
pod racing.
Yeah, I want pod race. I mean, come on. They took the most iconic villain of all time and turned him into a whiny little girl.
I
And then he turned around.
in me.
Yeah, and Luke was the same way. Oh, they're still good in him. I can't kill my father. He's only the most evil person that's ever existed next to Palpatine. I can't kill him. And I kissed my sister, and I love him. Or my sister kissed me, and I
Oh,
love
maybe don't tell him about that.
him. Oh, okay.
That's one thing he does. You don't need to tell him everything before when he's on his deathbed. Imagine like Darth Vader. He takes his mask off. He's like, "Oh yeah, before you die, I kissed my sister." You know what? I'm going back to the dark side just because you said that.
Yeah, you know, and then you hear, you know, lightsaber.
He accepts.
You know what's funny though is, I mean, James Earl Jones didn't even play Darth Vader. He just played the boy.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was the most icon. There could never be another voice for Darth Vader.
Exactly.
Oh no, James Earl Jones got the voice. I mean, he's got the best voice ever.
That's right. Yeah, without a
Here's
doubt.
You guys ever see The Big Bang Theory, the TV show?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
James Earl
Yes.
Jones on there.
There was an episode that he was on.
Yes.
And he's like eating at a restaurant.
Sheldon met James Earl Jones in there, and they went over to Carrie Fisher's house.
Yeah, they dig dog dissed her.
Yeah.
They rang the
sitting alone
doorbell
at a
and ran
restaurant.
away.
Sheldon walks up to him and he's like, he just stares at him. He doesn't say.
But they rang Carrie Fisher's doorbell and ran away.
Yeah.
She like opened the door and was like, "I'm tired of this, James."
It's not funny, James. Then why am I laughing?
Yeah, it was kind of sad about Carrie Fisher when she went.
Yeah. I'm easily amused. Show me cool glow sticks waving around. Let me hear the vroom vroom sounds. Somebody has to move something by showing their palm to it. I'm happy. I agree. All right. Now, let me ask you this. I've got to ask all, because we're all on here. Steve, you jump in on this. Everybody out there in chat or whatever, y'all throw it out there. How many times have you gone to the store and went, or to an elevator and went like this?
Every single time. Not once have I not done that. That's the only way to do it. There's no other way.
No.
You can't not do that. If I'm with somebody and we go to the store and they don't do that to the door, I'm like, I can't be seen with you.
No.
We need to start over.
Cool.
You have to do it.
You don't get a second chance. I'm done with you.
That's right. You strike 1, 2, and 3 right there. Dave, I know you've done it.
Oh yeah. Oh
What
yeah.
about you, Knight?
I haven't been in the elevator in years. Let me tell you, because I had strokes. I had some brain strokes, so I can't. I mean, I can't get out. I mean, I can't get out much. You know.
I understand.
So,
Steve, motion activated doors 100% gets waved at, but no, we got to go back up here to address this that Dave just had up there. I liked Jar Jar laugh out loud. I thought his ears were cool. Dude, that was the most lame character that has ever ever.
I'll say one nice thing about Jar Jar. I think his ears might taste really good. Like you guys ever have elephant ears at the county fair?
Yeah.
They'd probably taste like that.
Would you smoke them? Would you smoke them or just?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh,
I would
Well,
never.
you know, out of all
Edible, edible jar jars.
you just eat them raw then? You just eat them raw?
Oh yeah. Well, I'll cook them sometimes.
what do you mean?
Depends on how I'm feeling, you know. Sprinkle
Steve
some.
said he's the comic relief, just like me.
Oh,
Look,
we got, oh my God, we got Jeffrey Dahmer on the freaking panel here, huh?
Steve, you are much better comic relief than Jar Jar ever thought about. And yes, I probably would try pickling the ears.
I don't think I've ever had pickled anything.
Oh no, you do some freaking pickled eggs. Pickled eggs are the best.
Have you ever had pickles?
No.
You've never eaten pickles?
No.
Oh my God.
I hate them. Cannot stand pickles.
You know, you got, pickled
Now,
eggs, pickled pig feet. You got
now, Steve, I do get that, but I'm telling you that a lot of my Star Wars friends never liked Luke. Never.
Did they give reasons or?
I thought it was cool the way he died, though.
Just fades away. He just
Well,
disconnects.
he fooled everybody in thinking that he was actually there. That was pretty awesome.
I think it was just because they were Darth Vader fans, is what I think.
Vader was awesome. I'm gonna throw that out there. Vader is awesome, but I do not like what they did with him in the prequel. I never liked that.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Palpatine trained everybody. Palpatine was the master.
Yeah, Palpatine wasn't a whiny little biatch. Hey,
well,
you're going to deal with it. You're going to do what I say, or you're going to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't learn it right, then I'll kick your butt, and I'll replace you with somebody that will do what I say. And if you're not,
well, that's why he tried to replace Vader with Maul.
Yeah, that came out later, but
yeah,
Maul didn't. By that point in time, Maul was half a man anyway.
They didn't let Maul live up to his potential, man.
They had more abilities.
Maul could have been great, man. Maul could have been great. Although I love Darth Maul.
I get what they were going for. I just think it definitely could have been executed much better.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
I think J.J. Abrams himself said, "I think the movies would have been better if we went at it with a plan."
Yes, Barry, that is a good comment. Better dead here than in the core.
So where do they go with this franchise? They're not going to let it sit. It's worked too much.
No, they got another one coming out here. I think in this year. I think sometime in the middle of this year, sometime they got another one coming out.
Right.
Yeah, there's another one coming out.
And they
I
also.
don't know where the heck they're going to go with it, but
Yes, I did like Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah. It was Rogue One that showed the whole thing about the first Star Wars, how that all started.
I did not like the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, Rogue One was pretty much the only one-off movie that I enjoyed.
Yeah, the Han Solo movie was. Oh goody! I can't wait for Star Wars Episode 72. It's just like we're going to be talking about Rocky 5000 eventually. Well, I know it'll be Creed 5001. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to milk it, man. You got to milk it. They got to make money off of it, so they're going to keep it up.
Well, they've been making it. I mean, they've been making money all this time. I mean, why not keep it going? I mean, shoot. Well, I'm sorry.
Favorite part in Star Wars ever? Episode 48. Chewbacca was having a grill, and Darth Vader had something a little too spicy, and the Force just kind of he let go too hard. He had to change his suit.
Yeah, like in episode 42, Chewbacca's going to have like Mr. T bling on.
Mm-hmm.
And everything.
I pity the fool who joins the dark side.
A pity fool.
Oh my gosh.
I could see that.
Wouldn't it be Mr. D for Darth?
Do what? I missed that.
Wouldn't it be Mr. D for Darth?
Yes,
Mr. D.
yeah. Mr. D.
Or Mr.
Is Chewbacca the coolest character that never said anything other than a grunt, yell, whatever? I mean, he doesn't have anything other than that, but he's totally cool. I mean, think of another character that has that. I mean, it was pretty cool.
There was the little puppet thing that sits in the lap of Jabba. Yeah.
A little puppet thing.
It's a little,
He's like, you know that one?
and they came back in Mandalorian, and the pirates came down and were shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of felt bad for
I forgot about that one.
them.
He stole the show as best actor. He didn't even get an Oscar for that. Kind of ruined it.
I know. Barry, yeah, the Acolyte, I thought it was a good story. I didn't think they had to throw all the woke nonsense in there, and that kind of ticked me off. And Celtic, yeah, when they dumped Gina Carrero, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yes.
I like Gina. I like Gina, man. I like
Yeah.
her. I
Yeah, she
love
was
her.
awesome. But now it's not about how good of an actor or actress you are. It's about where you stand on the woke and political.
Yeah, well, that's Hollywood. If you don't kiss their butts, then they're just gonna blacklist your butt.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
That's it.
I think she's going to end up doing just fine though.
Yeah. She did. I think she did a couple of Fast and Furious movies, or one, I think.
Yep. So she's going to be fine. I did like the Ahsoka series. I did like it because it tied in with Star Wars Rebels, which I absolutely, next to the first three movies, that's the best thing going on Star Wars, in my opinion. That series was amazing, and I'll give it to them on that. And I know it was a cartoon, like Bad Batch, but I'm telling you, come on, Bad Batch and Rebels were amazing. Yeah, you're right. She didn't even know what she did, and it wasn't her that they wanted. You're right. And you know what? Everybody has a right to be themselves. Everybody.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to put on a show or nothing. You should be able to be yourself. And if people don't like you, that's fine. I don't like Mark Hamill. I like his work, but I do not like Mark Hamill. As far as his beliefs and what he thinks and stuff like that, it's totally against the grain for me. Doesn't bother me as far as his acting goes. Which I don't care what people's political beliefs are anyway. That's I just don't. I have mine and they have theirs, but
I haven't the slightest idea how politics works, and frankly, I don't really care.
Well, we do on here. We talk about it quite often, but we also like to have fun.
But like I said, Star Wars in its essence is a political franchise. It's all about the Senate. It's all about the power struggle and the intrigue of who's trying to manipulate who in that structure. So they do it in a way that you don't feel like that, like you're taking a side, but that's what's going on.
I definitely say the prequels are definitely more political.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So there is politics in any story when you think about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
But I think they were more political in the prequels, because in the series where it picked up in episode 4, 5, and 6, you didn't have the Senate anymore. You did, but it's all puppet. It was all
See you, Steve. Thanks for stopping by, bud.
Hey, Bubba. Thank you, Steve. We'll holler at you here in a while. But yeah, the Senate was still going. This was about the death of the Senate, and how they lost democracy. And yeah, that's why it played such an important role. And then when they came in after the continued the series when they had, which I found hilarious. The only one that had died at that point was Princess Leia, but in the movies, she was the only one left alive, and everybody else was dead. But yeah, it was getting very political in that too. The only one that really didn't was the original 3, and it was still light side Emperor versus Rebels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The thing with my dad likes to my dad's a huge fan of like sci-fi and space related things. So he watches like Star Trek, Battlestar, all stuff like that. Whenever I bring up like Star Wars, he's like, I always think of Star Wars as like fantasy rather than reality, and like Star Trek more as like reality.
Yeah. They try to actually do stuff that could be believable in Star Trek. They don't experience it, but for them, it's real.
Because with Star Wars, it's like your average medieval story. He gets the girl. There's this mysterious power.
I did watch a video the other day that I want to share with everybody, and it has to do with Harry Potter.
Okay. I've never read nor seen any of it.
Okay, I have. I've seen them all and read them all. But J.K. Rowling did not write an original work. Is a rancor monster someone that can't stop making tier lists?
No, that's just your average 7-Eleven customer.
Hey, Knight, can you turn your sound down just a little bit over there on that other computer? Thank you, sir. She did not write an original story. She did not. Let's look at this. All right. Harry Potter, he was an orphan. So was Luke Skywalker. Harry Potter was raised by his crazy aunt and uncle. So was Luke Skywalker. Harry Potter got taken away by some crazy bearded old man. So did Luke Skywalker. The crazy bearded old man, was also the same one that dropped him off with his crazy aunt and uncle. Then the crazy bearded old man teaches him about magic. And I'm just saying there's a lot of parallels here between Harry Potter and Star Wars. And the more I thought about it, the more it's like, look, she's just retelling Star Wars.
Yeah. Some of the greatest stories are just like different variations of other ones.
The same thing with music. Songs are like that. People take an idea and kind of make it in their own thing, I mean, my goodness, everybody ripped off the blues players, so,
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, I never thought of that. I've never watched that franchise much, but it's interesting.
And I'm going to say this. As far as the Rancor goes, the Rancor is definitely a redneck. Because he is a pit bull. He is the pit bull of Star Wars.
I love this comment. That comment there. That's cool. Put that back up.
Hello. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. No, sir. No, sir. That loves Skull. No.
What's Skull?
Can you imagine how much Skull juice he would have and all that hair on his face?
Oh, is that a drink?
No, that's Skull is tobacco. Dip.
A dip.
Yeah.
Big in the South.
Did you see Chewbacca going? You never see it. Did he just go and it be all down in his face?
No, he's just so good at it, you never see it. He's really good at hiding it.
Either that or he's using it as a suppository.
Ah, there you go. There you go. That works. It's also
very easy. If everybody think he's just scratching himself. No, he's shooting up.
That's pretty good.
Chewbacca.
I like that. That's good.
Chew tobacco.
Tobacco in the house.
Good. That's why they were calling him Chewy all the time.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Well, he looked like he could be a pit member of a NASCAR team. I mean, He was always the one down there working on stuff,
Mhm.
Hans was giving him a hard time, but he made the ship go,
Yeah. Well, Han Solo was going around tearing everything up. He was going behind him fixing it. See, that's like a true redneck man, which would be Chewbacca. And Han Solo's the redneck wife. She's going around tearing everything up. He's going around through fixing it. Chewie's got his duct tape in one hand and his baling wire in the other. And he's going through and fixing it.
That's what Asher does.
Yeah, see? You tear everything up, Asher comes through with the duct tape and the baling wire, fixes it. We got this.
He has never seen Star Wars.
Oh no.
We watched the first one, like the real first one, not the first one,
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
Like a week ago. He loved it.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, he wants to see the next one soon.
NC Natives, I can't even repeat this. I put it up there, but I'm not going to repeat it.
I'll say it. What is it?
You'll have to, it's up on screen. Can you see the screen?
Do they earn the name Stormtrooper after having been with Stormy Daniels? I'm guessing by your reaction
and the little sultry voice there.
I'm guessing Stormy Daniels is not a very good person, or
she is the porn star that Trump was accused to have slept with and all this other stuff.
Which one?
Stormy Daniels has been around.
The 130,000 or whatever it was that was paid, by the lawyer dude. That whole scene.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
NC Nate, give us another one there. You say you got a handful of jokes. So go ahead. Let's see it.
Speaking of Trump, I have a T-shirt that says "I'm not responsible for what happened July 13th, Butler, PA." It's in 2020.
Dude, I love it.
It's one of my best shirts.
Hey, where are you from, Mr. Sherbert?
I am from Alaska, and I live on the East Coast now.
Awesome. On the East Coast, if you don't mind me asking.
Virginia.
Virginia? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're Southern too. Okay, from Alaska originally.
Yeah.
I was born in Alaska.
I was born there. Lived there for I want to say 12 years, and I lived in Virginia for a little over a decade now.
Cool.
I am 20.
NC Natives put this one out there. I've never seen a Jedi Knight in person, but I was in Germany once. It was dark, late in the evening, and I was in a city that had a Volkswagen convention going on. It was a Jedi Knight.
Yeah. It's a good car.
That's some good dad humor there. Let me do it. Okay.
I got a dad joke for you guys.
Let's hear it.
My wife told me to get more in touch with my feminine side, so I crashed the car.
Oh my Lord!
Then I ignored her all day for no reason.
Oh my goodness!
When I was married, my wife came up to me and said, "The dishwasher's making a strange noise," and I told her to shut up and get back to washing dishes. Sorry, lady.
You just got to smack it a few times.
Yeah. Let me smack it a few times, see if I can quiet it down.
Dude, I've been married 3 times.
Sherbert with the dinger. Oh, the dinger.
Ding her.
That's a sharp dinger.
But, all right. Well, guys, thank y'all for coming on. We're going to start having more folks up on Friday nights, I think.
Yes. Yeah, we'd love for you to come up on Friday. That's the perfect show for it. Yeah.
I just know Asher's going to want to come on here.
Absolutely. Y'all come on.
Absolutely.
If you want to get a camera be on screen, that's fine. Not Brent, thank you for joining us on here.
His camera's broken.
Man, this was a lot of fun, man. I appreciate y'all letting me come up, man. I'm sorry.
He's gonna be really jealous when he learns.
Up on my Kylo Ren helmet.
You'll be back up, both of you, and others as well. We'll have to get Steve to come up too.
I had a lot of fun, man. Y'all are great. I love y'all, man, to death.
Yes, and we'll get NC Native on there too. Do you think Jar Jar is a Mason. Hey, Bam.
Like a jar?
Yeah, Jar Jar.
Jar jars, jar jar jar.
Mason jar.
Like a mason jar.
So you get a
He's a-
jar, you fill it with tiny little jar jars, and give it
Yeah.
to Jar Jar. It's Jar Jar's Jar Jar Jar.
Yeah.
When you shake it, Jar Jar clinks.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Hey, next time I'll come up under my voice changers.
That'd be fine.
Dude, Asher can do such a good Donald Duck impression.
Go for it. Go
Good.
for it.
Bring it.
You gotta get him on.
Bring it. Absolutely. He's gonna come on. That'd be just fine.
He's
All right,
responding
everybody.
in the text.
Yeah, rub his nose in it. Make him feel jealous. Run with it while you can.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We're glad everybody was here tonight. We thank y'all so much. And we're gonna call it a night. But thank y'all so much for all of our fans out there on Southern Fried Podcast. All of our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. We got 2 of them. One over here, down there, one down here. We got 2 of them up here tonight. We're gonna have a lot more hopefully next Friday. So we'll see y'all later. NC Native, you need to come up next Friday too. We're just gonna get everybody on here.
Absolutely.
Let's break a record.
Hey, look, this is how we originally wanted to set Front Porch Talking up, was everybody come up, and
Yeah.
we're getting around to where we're getting better at doing some different things, and this works. All right. Yeah, you were too late, sir. Bam, please come back next Friday. We're come on at 8:00 at night, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Thursday. Yeah, we come on at 8:00. We run for a couple hours. And we're also on in the mornings from 6 to 7 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And sometimes on Tuesday, Thursday. Just
Is that AM?
follow us and get that notification.
You have a
All right.
Coble has a face for radio. I got a voice for radio.
That's right. All right. Y'all have a great weekend. Big old salute to all of you. And we will see y'all next time. All right, guys.
May the force be with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anytime, Bam. A female, yeah.
I loved it. I had a really good time.
I kept thinking about Bam Bam from the Flintstones. I'm sorry.
That was my nickname in high school, actually.
Bam
Oh,
Bam.
cool.
Bam, bam.
We're not going to talk about my nickname. All right. Salute, guys.
Okay.
That's a good place to stop.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.